Hello, we're here in the Summerlin Estates Subdivision in St. John, Indiana, doing what we always do, bringing you information about subdivisions and homes in the Northwest Indiana and Chicagoland area. If you're interested in knowing more about the Northwest Indiana and Chicagoland area, the real estate market, anything that's going on here, be sure to hit the subscribe button and tap the bell for notifications, and you'll be the first to know of market conditions in our area. My name is Tony Anczer. My wife Lisa and I are real estate agents serving Northwest Indiana and the Chicago suburbs. We get messages from people like you and you and you every week wanting to know more about moving to the area, and we love it. That's what we do it for. So if you're interested in moving to the area or want more information, if you're moving in 9 or 90 days, we'd love to begin those conversations with you. So give us a call, text, or email, and we'd love to help your journey moving out to our area as smooth as possible. All right, so again, we're at Summerlin Estates Subdivision. The subdivision is only a couple years old. It's everything's nice and new here. There are still some lots being built. There's actually a model center right there.
All right, let's start off with getting some location information about where exactly Summerlin Estates Subdivision is. And so zooming in here, this is where the subdivision is. So we are in St. John, Indiana. You can see it's a newer subdivision, so Google Earth still thinks that it's just a farm field. You can see the layout of the streets here. We'll get into some more detailed images and layout. So this red line, I just want to give you the town information. So this red line is St. John, Indiana. Some other nearby towns, Cedar Lake here, Crown Point, Cherville, Dyer, that's where I live, Munster, Highland, Griffith. To the left here would be Crete, Steger, Beechers over here. We see Glenwood. And so let's look in proximity to Chicago. So downtown Chicago is right over here. See, downtown Chicago. And so with no traffic, you're looking at about a 50-minute ride to get from Summerlin Estates in St. John to Chicago. To the airports, you're looking at right around an hour. It can be a little faster if you're having a good day with traffic. And so one question that's always common to people out of town is, so if you lived here, like where would you go for the grocery store and stuff like that? So there's quite a few options from here. So in this side of the border of Illinois-Indiana border is right here. So for like grocery stores and stuff like that, you'd be going on 41 north to this general area. There's like a super Target here, pretty much everything you need. Up here, 3041 is also a center of commerce. And then for like stocking up on groceries and stuff like we do in Maryville over here, there's a Costco. We like going there for bulk supplies and things like where would you go to, just have a nice meal or something. There's lots of options in St. John. The Lighthouse restaurant in the area is, if you're going somewhere pretty nice, like that's in Cedar Lake right over here on the point, I think right there. Might be here. Pretty sure it's over here. And all right, so that's some location information. Now, what about schools? So Summerlin Estates, again, is here. The schools that Summerlin Estates goes to is shown in pink. So we got one here, one here, and one here. So they're actually in the Hanover school districts. And so the grade school is, zoom in here. Right here is the grade school at Lincoln Elementary School. So this is Highway 231, also called 109th. So you can see it's right down the street. That's like maybe a mile. Right here is Palmyra Golf Course right next to it. So that's Lincoln Elementary School. And then the schools for junior high or middle school in Indiana, as they call it, in high school, I'm originally from Illinois, so I'm still used to saying junior high, is right down 41. And so this would be like 2 miles here, and then you're looking at like a 5-mile ride to the south to go to Hanover Central High School, which is, again, that's really close to Cedar Lake right here. And then the middle school is right off of 41. To get to it, you currently go off of 141st Avenue to the school here. There's a big expansion going on in this. This map isn't showing the construction, but this whole site's basically been under construction, building additional facilities. So you also come in off of Indianapolis Boulevard, which is called Route 41. All right, so that's location information. Now let's get into the exact subdivision and see what has sold recently. Okay, so now we're in the Realtor view of the MLS, and anything purple is what has sold previously. So this subdivision started being built in 2020. So these homes are entered in the MLS. There's more homes that sold than this. just due to new construction doesn't always make it to the MLS. So let's first see what current pricing is, because there's been so much appreciation recently that some of these houses that sold in the last year or two won't really be that useful for current day pricing. So looking at this guy, we've got a 4-bed, 2.5 bath, 2,500 square foot house for just about $500,000. And we can zoom in and take a look at some photos here. All right, and this happens a lot, that photos are uploaded really small, so they don't really get bigger. So you're going to see a flavor for what these houses look like. One thing that's really nice about this subdivision is that the lots are really big, like due to the parcel size that it was subdivided from. These lots are like at least a half acre, and that's pretty rare for this area. So if you're looking for a lot that's got a lot of space to it on the yard, then Summerlin could be a good fit for you. Yeah, so this is a Althoff development. They do the development and the home construction too. All right, so let's go to another house. So we saw that one, that's current. So you're looking at $500,000. Let's look at some of the ones that sold previously. Zoom out a little bit. All right, here we go. Looking at this guy. So this was $383,000. So again, you'll see like the prices are up like $100,000 since this one closed in 2020. But let's take a look at this first to see what it looks like. 4-bed, 2.5 bath, almost 2,500 square foot. Hopefully these photos are bigger. Nope, these are even smaller. So that's the only one that's listed too for that photo. So let's look at just another house or two. So this guy was closed in 2020 in September. $366,000, 4-bed, 2.5 bath, 2,740 square feet. And again, you'll see that these same houses are going for over $100,000 more now than they were in 2020. So that one only had one photo also. So this guy was $377,000, similar size house. Okay, this guy has some photos behind him. So we will, okay, sweet, I can zoom in that way. Learned something new today. All right. So this was the new build. It's pretty common to see, like this would be a den area, so that wouldn't count as a bedroom because it didn't have a door to it. You got the open concept kitchen to living room, and these bump outs make such a huge difference. They may add so much more space. I'll see this be a lot of time like a kids area or like a desk area for kids, or a play area, so that you could keep toys out of here if you've got kids and leave them in that area. It makes a nice sitting area too. Just looking through some photos here. This one's got nice photos. And you'll see this pretty common too, where instead of making this an extra, this is a second level, instead of making this a second bedroom or an additional bedroom, it's like a upstairs sitting area, like living room. Those could be walled off to be made into a bedroom pretty easily. These houses in the subdivision are all spec built, so there's not much customization that happens behind them. Like you can pick out your flooring and things like that. But all right, so we're going to transition here to a car tour. But before that, I just want to see if there's any. Yeah, so I just want to make sure that we didn't miss anything. Yeah, pricing is from the 400s now with different models, and there's 53 lots in the subdivision. Here's the layout of the lots, as you can see. The maps didn't have the current lots built out, so you can see it's a 53 lot subdivision. This was 109th, also called 231. And then here's the layout of the lots. And here's the different models of houses in the subdivision. You can let me move myself out of the way here a little bit. And so here you see that there is, they call this the Willow, and you can see the square footages. So on the high end, it's up to 3,500 square feet. And then they go down to the single level ranches that go down to 1,900. So yeah, you can see here, you got the Willow, the Rowan, the Keystone, the Sedona, the Linden, and the Hudson. Yeah, and so yeah, you see the bedrooms and number of cars and whatnot. And again, with these, there is some customization to them. So you can pick out your flooring, cabinets. They have like different grades. You'd pick out, any upgrades would be things like additional switches, J-hooks for lights and stuff like that. All right, so now let's take a look at a car ride tour. right, that concludes our tour of Summerlin Estates Subdivision in St. John, Indiana. If you have any questions, please reach out. That's why we do these videos. We love to help you just get more information about the area, or if you're looking to buy or sell. Our contact information is below. And please, if you could just like, comment, and subscribe on the video, we'd appreciate it. Thanks, and see you in the next one.